Hello everybody and welcome to another Train Sim 2 video. We are back on the Dresden route and we're going to start doing the training videos. For this video we're going to be doing the Dresden route introduction, the BR143 introduction and the BR766.2 introduction. We will cover the 422, the 146.2, the 185.5 and the BR363 introductions in the next episode. So we're having 2 episodes to cover all the introductions. So let's get started.
Welcome to Train Sim World 2, an immersive and highly detailed rail simulation featuring authentic routes and trains from around the world.
Oh. Excuse me.
You've just been awarded some action points. These are displayed in the top right corner of the screen and count towards your overall experience. It is necessary to be fully observant of the surrounding world. Practice by looking up, down, left and right.
Go through the usual stuff. Where the markers? Oh, that way. Yeah, we've already done that, Matt.
This is one of many interactives to be discovered, but not all of them will be as easy to find as this one.
Yeah, okay. Platform 5. We had a look at these trains already, haven't we? So you got the 143 there and the 146 and the 462. We see a first class one, we're going to have a look. So we've only seen the second class in the last episode, didn't we? So you can see this short class where this one's got this train pulling it, this one doesn't. Oh no, that's not a double decker, is it? So I thought that was a double decker then. So we've not actually been on this train yet, have we? Let's have a quick look. Because we've not actually been on this train yet, have we? I know we'll probably have a look at it later. Quite a nice train, isn't it? I have to be quick because I don't know if it's going to take off. Start leaving. It's automatic WC. Automatic doors. And then you've got first class, which is just basically the same with tables. I don't think there's tables on these ones, is there? No, there's no tables on standard class. So let's get back out. Still no first class on these double decker ones. All I see is second class. Is this the one we're getting in? It is. Where does it want us to go? That way? Right, enter
A lot of time will be spent operating trains, so when ready, sit in the driver's seat. You can pause the experience at any point and review previous and current objectives. This is the speed display. The white needle shows current speed. The red marker indicates the maximum permitted speed. This is the direction display. An arrow will indicate forward, reverse, and neutral directions. This is the power display. A number will indicate the position the power control is in. These are the brake indicators. They show the state of the various brake systems, allowing independent management of them. In the top right are the signal and speed limit displays. These feature an indication of what is approaching and a countdown distance to when they will come into effect. Some of these displays can be hidden via the settings menu for a more challenging experience. This train is ready to go. Push the indicated handle forwards to get moving. The Riesa to Dresden main line runs for roughly 80 kilometers and runs both express and mainline passenger services, as well as a variety of freight from the local industries.
Quite smooth out. Some other trains to the right of us.
Train Sim World 2 allows you to ride and drive from a selection of camera views.
This is what I like to see, busyness. Especially from the main station. I think this train has got the most heaviest train traffic, because it comes with the most trains, and there's another one to be added later on.
You've only explored a small area here, so let's take a look at what else there is to enjoy. Welcome to Dresden in eastern Germany, located in Saxony on the River Elbe. Experience a multitude of operations expanding out of the iconic Dresden Hauptbahnhof, with commuters and international travellers converging to make a hustle and bustle mix of S-Bahn, regional, intercity and freight traffic. Along the way, be sure to place route maps, restock first aid points, paint garden gnomes and clean up spray paint cans. Choose commuter or heavy freight traffic as you take a trip through the picturesque German countryside. Welcome to Riesa Dresden.
I've got to admit, as much as I don't like all this arcadey stuff, I do have to give them props for actually finding different things for us to do. Apart from the maps and the first aid that was on the other German route, I think the spray can and the gnome thing is different. So it's not like you're looking for the same stuff all the time. So I give them props for that. But the route is looking really good. I do like this route from what I've seen of it so far. So let's now go to the next introduction.
Welcome to driver training. Today you'll be taken through the operation of a BR-143 electric locomotive in DB Traffic Red livery. During this brief introduction, we will go through the critical driving controls and passenger operations. When you're ready, climb aboard to get started.
Alright, this little station that I like. We saw this in episode 1. As the train comes in for the other platform. There it comes. it stopping or is it a fast train? No, I don't think it's stopping. Oh no, it has stopped. Quite a step between the platform and the train, isn't it? Right, let's get in. Close the door.
We will need to turn the loco on. Head to the control panel.
I've got to go that way. No, over it.
To activate the control desk, the battery will need to be turned on. Use the battery switch and set it to the on position. This locomotive is powered by a pantograph that draws power from the overhead lines. Set the pantograph selector to rear. Take a seat in the driver's position. This is where you'll be spending most of your time. The headlights will need to be set to let others know that this locomotive is operational. Now activate the pantograph so that it raises up and makes contact. The train is ready to be energized. This is controlled by the main circuit breaker. Take a quick glance at the platform to ensure all is safe before unlocking the doors. It's time to get going. Set the doors to locked. The reverser determines the direction of travel. The brakes will need to be released on the train before we can depart. Use the indicated... The force selector determines how much tractive effort force is being supplied to the train. The speed selector allows the driver to easily amend the speed of the locomotive as required. Once the desired speed is set, indicated by the red needle on the speed.
So it's set speeds. Does that mean it can't go over that speed? So we're going to stop at Priestwitz. how you pronounce that. You've got a line going above us as well. Go up to 60. We can go further than that. Oh, go further. 60 because got a while before we get to the 60 limit, haven't we? Cows in the field to the left of us. So speed goes down when we get to the next signal. So we just have to keep an eye on that as we when we approach it. So 2.5 km away. 2.3 now, it's 2.9 till the station. Travel through the nice countryside here. Why we're still
You are now
down.
approaching the first stop. Use the speed selector to reduce your speed. You can use the train brake to provide additional braking force.
Got the speed selector at 60, but it's just still slowing down. I've released the brakes. I have to bring that down then up. The train brake is released. I don't understand what I've done wrong there. You seem to be moving. I didn't do an emergency brake, did I? Oh, don't tell me I have to do this all over again. For some reason the numbers, I'll take the number off here, neutral, right forward. Ah, I don't know what I did there, but I've done something, and we're on our way again. Joining onto a main line on the right. And go across this level crossing. I'm guessing next time we'll have to do it unaided once we've cleared this station. We looked at this station in the last episode as well, didn't we? I'm going a bit slow into it, aren't I? Just want to make sure I stop on time. I'll stop in the correct place while I get used to these controls. Oh no, that's right. that might have been what I done wrong last time, because it was running. I had to put it off.
Proceed to the next stop unguided this time and see how you get on. An emergency brake test will occur during the journey.
We got a freight train going down. Oh, 8.2 miles away, okay. Open up the throttle. 8.2 km away. So this will be a station we ain't seen before. Pass another train. A road to the left or right of us.
We'll now test the emergency brake and go over the critical steps needed to recover the train. To begin, set the train brake to emergency and then wait for the train to come to a complete stop. Next, you will need to set the speed selector to off.
Yeah.
The brakes are still applied and will need to be released. Move the train brake to running.
The brakes have released now. So you told me to do it on running. You didn't say then put it onto release, did you? So that's one problem with the tutorial there.
Finally, set the speed selector to the indicated speed to get the train moving again. Nice work. We can now continue the journey.
Thank you. Let's continue along our journey. Niedru. Not sure how you pronounce that, I do apologise. I can barely speak English, so speaking another language. Apparently all the German buses in this region are all yellow. I apologise for this slight frame rate drops. Should start slowing down, shouldn't we? Stick the emergency on there, didn't we?
Good work. That concludes all the basics of operating this train.
Yeah, stick on the emergency to get there, didn't I? Still got a gold though, that's alright. So we've got one more introduction video to do before the end of this video, so let's get straight to it.
Welcome to driver training. Today you'll be taken through the operation of this DB-BR766.2. During this brief introduction, we'll go through the critical driving controls and passenger operations. When you're ready, climb aboard to get started.
There we go. So we're at Dresden, as you can see.
We will need to turn the power on. Set the battery switch to the on position. Take a seat in the driver's position. This is where you'll be spending most of your time.
Train's been coming into the station quite quickly, doesn't it?
The reverser determines the direction of travel.
Just waiting for the air systems to charge.
Now activate the pantograph so that it raises up and makes contact with the opal. The train is ready to be energized. This is controlled by the main circuit breaker. This train is now ready to depart. Use the throttle to apply power and get moving. During the course of your journey, ensure that you are monitoring your speed and the amount of power that is applied. If too much power is applied from this control card, then this could cause the traction motors of the rear locomotive to cut out and prevent further power from being applied. This is not the case when operating a train with a BR146.2. Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain speed and reduce motor stress and maintenance requirements.
The train going out to the upper platforms there. And you've got that train, what was on the left of us, you've got that train on the right to us. Not sure he's not going down. So is he going in the same direction as us? I know he's stopping at a light, so he is. There is a station to the right of us. We're obviously not going into that station. We're on the fast lines. I think that's part of the S-Bahn route. Bring speed up a bit. No, he wants me to set throttle off.
Keeping to speed limits is important. If you begin overspeeding, apply a small amount of brake by moving the train brake. You are now approaching the first stop. Apply a small amount of braking force using the train brake to achieve a comfortable and safe stop.
Excuse me. Stopping at Dresden White.
Take a quick glance at the platform to ensure all is safe before unlocking the doors.
Yeah, or not? Or do I have to
It's time to get going. Set the doors to locked. We will now cover traction locking and how to recover the train. A traction lock can come into effect in several different ways. If power is applied whilst the brakes are still applied, the traction lock will be engaged. Another instance of where this happens is if power is applied while the passenger doors are still unlocked. To simulate a traction lock, we'll first move the train brake into full service. Next, we'll need to apply some power to engage the traction lock system. The traction lock has now been triggered. This is represented on the HUD by a red outline on the power display. To recover from a traction lock, we need to ensure that power is not being applied. Set the throttle back to the off position. Finally, we need to make sure the train brake is set to the running position. Nice job. The traction lock has now been disengaged and we're now able to continue the journey.
Okay.
Proceed to the next stop unguided this time and see how you get on.
Okay, let's get going. We have a train coming in. It's a freight train just to the left of us. Oh, a bit of a frame rock drop there. Coming to this station, Dresden Neustadt. I think that Neustadt. Again, I apologise if I'm not saying it correctly. Quite a big station, isn't it? Nice canopy, roof, whatever you want to call it.
Good work. That concludes all the basics of operating this train.
Well, that was easier than the last one. So there, that concludes our video episode for today on the Dresden route with all the introduction videos. We'll do episode 3 next, which will be the remaining introduction videos for the next trains. So don't forget to hit that bell notification to keep up to date with all future content. Don't forget to like, subscribe and leave any comments in the comments below. I shall see you next time. Goodbye and take care.